the Amish Matchmakers. My wife and I, Chantel, are known for the Amish Matchmakers. We are not Amish, but we are known for matching up the Amish. About 80% of our clientele are Amish, and so we help Amish singles to get engaged, create epic marriages, and develop a legacy that is founded and rooted in faith, freedom, and above all else, love. What we do, we love what we do. Good morning and welcome back to our Love Talk. Mm, I'm looking different, huh? No more beard, and curious about what your thoughts are on beard versus um, clean shaven. I guess there's a lot of different opinions out there. Obviously, there always is, but it is a new season, a new time, and ready to be clean shaven. What an event we had! Epic, had an epic intensive this past weekend, and an incredible connection with several of the people from our community and some new people, and just really grateful and blessed that they came out to the epic intensive where we worked on triggers. We worked on getting through the negative story that we're telling ourselves, the victim story, to become a set free, and the freedom story or the hero story that makes us victorious in life and helps us to go to the next level. And that was our triggers to triumph. And then we developed our MVP. And it's interesting, my MVP evolved this time because it was fairly important for me on what I focus on, because I am a master catalyst for metamorphosis through kindness and intentional love. And so it's with kindness and intentional love. I wrote it down. It's funny. It's definitely involving kindness and intentional love, because intentional love is willing to do what it takes to help people have transformation and have we my goal and heart is to disrupt people's victim story and help them create a story of victory, one that is going to help them develop their lives to greatness and become better, become stronger, become more faithful and committed to their relationships and connections. And that's why we do the Love Talk, helping people become more confident, communicate better, and be committed to the relationships they're in to make them deeper, more meaningful relationships. And so, welcome and thanks for being here. As you jump on and join me, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know you're here. So say hello, say good morning, something. It is very encouraging to know people are getting something out of this as I do these recordings every day. Every morning I meet with you. I'm a little behind this morning, but I didn't, but I'm here live and in person. So yes, it is live, and I appreciate when people make comments. I do, as long as they're pertaining to something towards the love talk or something towards that's beneficial. But this morning, I was wanted to kind of talk a little bit about how things went at this event, some of the things we processed through, some of the relationships that we developed and connected to some people. And it was interesting working through the trauma and the triggers, then coming to a better story, and then working on the MVP, and hearing and feeling the difference when people really grasp a hold of their MVP, because they're essentially grasping and creating their identity. So it really makes a difference. Good morning. Hey, while running, I love that. Thanks, brother, for letting me know that, and feeling your support is always good. So awesome. Well, the secret to pursuit that lasts. That's what we want to talk about today. Last Friday, I was going to talk about this topic, and we didn't end up doing it because of our event, and I totally blew it because I had I had forgotten that we were having our Epic Intensive, and so it actually made it to where I was doing the Epic Intensive but not doing the live on last Friday. The other part was yesterday was awesome to get to interview one of our clients, Mr. Richard Yoder, um, and see his process in life. And he and I working together and getting him, matching him up with Lavina, and realizing they had already known each other, just such a small world, and them getting married, now having children that they are adopting, and just the beautiful um, couple they are, and great example they are of what an epic life can look like. And they're work in progress. So are Chantel and I. That's what we love about the people we get to work with, and the ones that we train up as facilitators, is everyone's a work in progress, and they have done the things to continually be successful in the sense of creating the standards in life and help and going through the core activities, applying them and continuing to apply them, because when they're applying the core activities, they're actually applying the biblical principles that we have put in place and biblical core values we have put in place for our community. They're embracing them and creating, making them a lifestyle. Um, and it's super powerful to see that. So thank you, Richard. Thank you, Lavina. Thank you, Mia and Michael, the whole family, for yesterday doing that interview. It's really powerful, and I hope that there are some good nuggets that you can take from that. And the story of Richard Yoder and his development of his life and his relationships to then get to the ultimate victory of his marriage, and now he's teaching others to do the same, to have an epic life. And it was a really powerful process to see him talk through that story and see him be able to walk it out now. It's super awesome. So thank you, Richard. God bless you. And thank you for joining me. Oh, look at that. There's Phyllis. Hi, Phyllis. Thanks for being here. You're in Minnesota. All right. Well, good morning, Minnesota. Looks like Molly Miller. Good morning. I'm in Georgia. Thanks for the interactions. That's cool. I really do enjoy interactions while I'm live. So, yes, I am in Georgia. Awesome. Good morning. Good morning. So, with our topic this morning, never stop pursuing her, the secret to love that lasts. And it's really powerful because this was last Friday's topic and we didn't get to it, but I wanted to finish out from last week, because most relationships don't fall apart because love disappears. They slowly fade when the pursuit disappears. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Most relationships do not fall apart when love disappears. They literally slowly fade when pursuit disappears. Are you still pursuing her? Are you still having date night? Are you still working on becoming the best version of you? Because that makes a difference. So, the truth about pursuit creates attraction. You want to feel attractive and be attractive to your spouse, men, then you need to pursue her, excuse me. It creates safety, even knowing that, oh man, I am loved, I am blessed, I am wanted. Respect, connection. When pursuit stops, distance begins. It's really interesting. It's kind of like, if you can, love thrives when effort remains. If you see two people walking and one's in front of the other, right, and one's like pursuing the other and walking after the other, it's a beautiful thing. It's a very beautiful thing, and there to pursue and go after. And as soon as that person stops pursuing, the other one keeps walking. It's like, wait, where'd they go? Where'd they go? It's real. Like, then the distance begins. And what we have found oftentimes as well is, like, if you've got people who are plugging in and growing and developing themselves, it's super powerful when they're doing it together. as soon as one of them stops and the other one keeps growing and developing their selves, their mind, their body, their soul, their spirit, like spiritual things, whether it's physical body, whether it's their mind continuing to grow and develop their mind and learning. And the other one isn't. It can create distance as well, because it's like we're in equal pursuit of life and dreams and goals, but then we're in pursuit of each other as well. So last week, excuse me, we learned about her mind pursuing her mind, pursuing her heart, pursuing her spirit, and we even talked about pursuing the future dreams with her and what that looks like to do that together. Great relationships grow when you nurture all of them. So as you are pursuing her and going after her, you are constantly thinking about what are ways that you can pursue her and actually complement those things of her mind, the things of her heart, the things of her emotions and spirit, the things of the future goals that she has. And are you interested in things she's interested in? So how does this apply then to what we do and why we do it? um the pursuit of her and knowing her is really powerful, but continuing to get to know her and continuing to develop and go after those dreams and goals. For instance, like we have our ranch, and there are aspects of our ranch that would not even exist if it wasn't part of dreams and goals of my daughter, my wife, and even myself, like things that we wanted for our lives and things that we were excited about to have. um, Caused us then to pursue it and go after it. But then even the art of pursuit together, going after those dreams together and continuing to develop these things and pursue them together. One thing that's really powerful is getting into synchronicity on what we're doing as a family and as a couple. It makes a difference. And part of that synchronicity comes through our Epic 30 process. Now, it was awesome at our Epic Intensive. What we do is we work through the triggers and the trauma, and we come to a triumphant story. And then we use that story to then develop who we are and our identity and how we want to help others by the way that we transition from a victim to a hero or a victorious story, and then utilizing that story to create the best, most beneficial identity through our process of MVP, which our MVP is very powerful because it's our mission, vision, peculiar, and it really is the thing that's unique about you, what your mission is on planet Earth, and then what the vision is, or your mission is your purpose and your why you're here, and then your vision is what that looks like to accomplish that and to fulfill it, and what your emotions are there, what you look like, what it feels like, what it sounds like, all the things and the senses that we can add to describing our best self in the future causes us to move towards that. And you can see the benefits, like, yes, that's where I'm going. I'm becoming healthier. Yes, that's where I'm going. I'm clean shaven. And you begin to walk towards the thing. And how do we do that? In a daily basis, because it is consistency that helps you to believe, helps you to receive, and you will achieve. It is a process, though. So then we have to consistently believe, consistently speak, consistently to walk it out, consistently take action on it. And through the whole process, we gain wisdom. Through the whole process, we begin to say, yeah, I believe this is who I'm becoming, because you know what that looks like, what the mission is, and then what that looks like in your life, and then to fulfill it, take action on it. So then Epic 30 comes in, and the final day of our Epic Intensive. So we work through the triggers, the story, that negative story that holds us back, limiting beliefs. We got to a victorious story. Then we created our identity through our MVP process, mission, vision, and understanding that unique thing in me is what really empowers me. Then number 3 is Epic 30, because it is a core activity that really makes a difference. It's a daily routine, 5 days a week. You're connecting with Father, self, and others. It's really powerful. Notice it's always three steps to a process to really keep it simple and effective. So in Epic 30, we train and create a space for consistency. We train on it, and then we do it, and we keep doing it. Love is not built on occasional effort. Deep, meaningful relationships come on daily intentionality. All right. I want you to hear that. Deep, meaningful relationships, connection, love, affection come from daily intentionality, daily action steps, daily connections, and daily. And that's what you get. That's what we do through Epic 30. Epic 30 teaches you how to keep your promises, how to follow through, how to do little things, not just once, but to create a lifestyle out of it. And the same discipline keeps pursuit alive. It's part of this pursuit, man, because every day you're telling her and letting her know what you're grateful for. And don't make it an excuse. Well, I get up before her. Good. That's great. I go to work before her. Okay, totally understand. Can you send her a Marco Polo? Can you send her a text, an audio text, or video text even? Marco Polo is a great video text platform for going back and forth and connecting. You can. You can do it. And that's what's important is for you to connect with the Father, release, receive, give. Release, receive, give. Release, receive, give. Powerful process. Again, another 3-step process of gaining wisdom, releasing frustrations, releasing questions, allowing Father, connecting the Father with even all the questions and what's happening, what I'm asking questions to the Father, then receiving that wisdom and then giving it to others. You get into the flow, creating the flow, and that's what Epic 30 will do. It really, really does. So then when I focus on questions or releasing things that are holding me back, limiting beliefs, limiting thoughts, it's a daily process to where then I can release it so then I can receive wisdom. And when that wisdom comes from the Father, that's why we utilize the random Bible verse. It gives you confidence to know, look, I have a powerful, amazing Father who has an inheritance for me, who loves me and wants me to succeed. Am I willing to plug in, receive from the Father, gain wisdom, and then don't just keep it, give it away. Tell others about it. Tell others about the wisdom you received from the Father, the love that you received from the Father, and then speak life over them through the process of speaking gratitude over them and speaking worthies over them. It's a beautiful process for connection and a beautiful process of that action steps daily that prove that you're trying to pursue her heart, that you're trying to pursue the Spirit, that you're growing and developing in all areas of your life. It's part of the process that will give her confidence that, man, look at this man. He is consistently, faithfully showing up. He's consistently, faithfully giving honor and blessings over me. There is such powerful things that takes place when you do this, man. And she doesn't have to participate every time either. It's your responsibility, man, to lead, to be a spiritual head of your house, a spiritual leader, and to be a strong, confident man is what makes all the difference. She will follow you. She will do what you do. So stop making excuses. Stop saying, "Well, I don't know how to do this. I don't understand it," or how do I do it? Maybe I'm not doing it right, and I don't feel good when I do it. I don't. Yes, you're right because you haven't flexed that muscle enough to strengthen yourself in speaking life over someone and receiving blessings in exchange and doing it, giving it, and receiving it, giving it. It's powerful. Epic 30, very essential for this repetition, confidence, for great communication. You're practicing communication by speaking these words of life over her. Whether you're dating, whether you're engaged, or whether you're married, it doesn't matter. It's the same across the board. This is the core process activity that will truly launch you to a next level in your life because of the consistency. Now, MVP, where it's your mission, vision, peculiar, you're constantly developing that. So, like your monthly, your weekly, your quarterly, what does it look like? What am I doing this week? What am I doing this day? What's my mission for today? What's it going to look like when I have a successful, beneficial day? And then what's unique about this day that I want to accomplish and get through that's going to make a difference? See, that's a daily process, but it also is even together connecting. Okay, what's our mission as we come together, as we're dating and working on it? What is you discovering what her purpose is in life, and then be able to share what yours is. That's your why. That's your mission. Your mission in life is your why and your purpose. Do you even know? Well, that's part of the activities we take people through. But it's important that you know that, and it's important that you can confidently communicate that with her so that she knows you're committed to something moving forward, that you're committed to a better life, and she will want to join you in that. Even in your dating, asking her questions like, where does she want to go? What does her future look like? That's part of discovering and understanding her mission. And then it doesn't stop once you get engaged. Once you get engaged, then you continue the process of communication about your missions aligning together and working together. And then what the future looks like. That's the vision part of it. MVP, mission, vision, peculiar. And just like in sports, the MVP is the most valuable player. This is one of the most valuable things you can do in your life to help you develop and help you to pursue her and continue to pursue her and make it a habit of constantly working on your dreams together and where you're headed together and leading in this, man. This is a powerful process that you can lead in. And I believe in you. So, when a man has a vision, he leads towards a powerful future. Women feel secure when they know where the relationship is going. Direction truly builds stability. Super powerful. So, I hope this is helping you because, again, we've got the Epic 30 through consistency, through speaking live, gratitude, edification, worthies, or the father, self, others, girlfriend, and hopefully she develops into your fiance, like getting engaged, right? And the next step would be marriage. Through the whole process, you're doing these things and continuing to do them. So, triggers to triumph. But before we do that, let's look at some of these comments. I am live here, so I will look at some of these comments and see if they're appropriate. You, sir, are peach. Soldier, where? Okay. Do you? My goodness. Hello, hi. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's an MVP? What's an MVP? I'm so confused. What's going on? What's an MVP? Do you really care? Or are you just saying that to get on here? Hi, nice to meet you. What's an MVP? Mission, vision, peculiar. And these are, you watch the recording. Love talk with the Amish Matchmaker. But hey, yeah, I thought I'd go through a few comments there. Thanks for stopping by. Which then brings me to my next point. Is like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. It helps us to get our message out. Chantel and I, my wife and I, we are the Amish Matchmakers, and we help people to singles to find godly spouses, create epic, powerful marriages because we believe in marriage and it does work. It is amazing when you're in sync together, when you're flowing together and going towards your dreams together. And this is what creates that synchronicity are the three core activities that we're constantly talking about and how it affects your life and how it actually improves your confidence, communication, and commitment, which are the three C's of love, the three C's of intimacy. If you want deeper, more meaningful relationships, you'll work on your confidence, you'll work on your communication, you'll work on your commitment to that person together in synchronicity. I'm telling you, it's a powerful process. And so now pursuing her, the pursuit of her, and why these three core activities make a difference is what we're here talking about. But every day, I try to come on here live every weekday to bring some content that's beneficial for relationships. People that are single to help you to find a girlfriend and start working. This is the men's edition. Then people that are engaged to help you go from dating to engaged. Hopefully, we can move you along because we believe in marriage and then go from engaged to married. Put a ring on our finger, man. Come on, let's go. And then I share about are strategies and skills that have helped over 30 um, couples to come together in the last 5 years. Now we're on our 6th year of working with singles and focused on working. We still work with couples as well, but that's been one of our focuses. I guess that's the right word. That's been our focus as we help singles to create good habits before they get married. That's where the Amish Matchmaker reputation came in. So we just went with it. Jesse and Alina Kaufman were one of the first. Jesse was one of the first Amish that we matched up. When I say Amish, I'm talking about the culture and his language. He still speaks Dutch. He still has that in him. And a powerful man. We were able to help him match up and connect with Irina Kaufman. Well, Irina, she wasn't Kaufman then, but so Jesse and Irina now are together, and they have a school group that is single to married, and they utilize our content, and it's just awesome. So why am I telling you this? Well, we have a school group too, Epic Your Life on School, SKOOL. Then you have single to married on School Group, SKOOL. So you go to school.com, you look up Epic Your Life, you'll find us. You go to school.com, you look up single to married, you'll find Jesse and Levina Kaufman, who we helped again to match up, get married, and then they have helped many others singles, and their focus is on the singles, and we also help match up, but then also mentor in certain cases some singles. But the biggest thing is you're on YouTube with me right now. You're on Facebook right now. Would you like and follow, subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Amish Matchmakers? If you're on my Facebook page, follow myself, follow my wife Chantel, because again, the more you follow us, the more you comment, the more you like and thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Then when we go live and creating content, you'll get a notification. But also, it allows the algorithms, because Mr. or Mrs. AI sees that people are actually conversing here, sees the likes, sees the comments, sees the subscriptions going up, and then we actually get our message out there to more people. It's controlled by the subscriptions. It's controlled by the activity on the different social media platforms. And we do have a TikTok platform as well, the Amish Matchmakers. And just again, we're doing our best to get our message out there of connection, love, affection, and helping people to have successful marriages that then turn into a successful or an epic life, epic your life. That's what we want to help you with. So thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Now back to the love talk. Let's see. Other. See, some other people are commenting. Okay. Some comments that don't really pertain to anything. I want to find a pretty Amish lady I can run away with and be happy. Okay, great. You get like 3 likes. Keep it up, buddy. Well, thank you. Hopefully you liked and subscribed today. Way to go. Thanks for doing that for us. All right, back to topic here. Love talk, and we've been last week we were doing pursuing her, and the topic of our 3 core activities, how they benefit in pursuing her. The final one to talk about is triggers to triumph and how important and powerful that is. It's one of our most popular activities to help people get unstuck, to disrupt that story, that negative story that is keeping them stuck. And you can see it, you can hear it, you can watch in the comments and tell who is stuck in mind, body, or spirit, or their mental capacity. They just they get in this loop, this negative loop, and they just want to throw up on everyone else. They want to make negative comments on everyone else. It's real. And so we help people to get through that process, because hurt people, or people that are hurt, will hurt others, right? That's the old saying, and it's true. Like, that's what they know, that's what they do. They've been hurt, and had a rough life, and then they think everyone else needs a rough life. They think everyone else needs negativity and toxicity. So then they just go around trolling and messaging people and doing that kind of stuff. I experience it here quite a bit. And so we help people to get out of that story and create a new one. Disrupt it is when people come out to our Epic Intensive. We just had one this past weekend. Again, thank you to Richard and Lavina for being here and co-facilitating with us, leading for parts of the sessions. It was super powerful. But one of the most popular ones is our very first one that we always start with, Triggers to Triumph. Because we know we got to get that story out of the way. The old story that's keeping them stuck, blocked. And again, you can hear it with their rambling. And I'm kind of rambling right now. Slow down, Carter. Cheers, if you got them. But what happens is it will come through their communication, even the chatter, the lack of confidence, and the story they tell over and over and over, the negative story or the victim story of how they were hurt or how they were abused. And I get it, it's real. But by the time they come here and spend an Epic Intensive with us and spend a weekend, we know they've probably told that story 1,000 times at least, right? And it's where they lived, and they keep talking about it, and it keeps being in the front of their mind, and everyone treats them as, because again, when you speak about these things constantly and you focus on them constantly, then people know you as that, and then they treat you that way, or you become a victim in their mind because you're always in pain because of the story and the problems that happened to you, the things you went through in life, and they're real. I am not negating or belittling those things. What I'm saying though is, how is that story benefiting you? For you to keep repeating it, keep repeating it, keep repeating it. And yeah, maybe people feel sorry for you, but it's time to shift it. And that's what we do through Triggers to Triumph. We, in relationship, when you're connecting with each other and you're pursuing her, you're going to find there's certain things that you do that irritate her or cause her to be triggered. Certain things you say, certain ways that you do stuff that causes her to feel like you're that person that did hurt her in her life. Again, this is men's edition, so talking to you men, and knowing that and understanding that and validating the things that she's been through. However, it's a process. It's a process of understanding yourself first and then helping others in the process. And when you're in a dating relationship, you're engaged or you're married, these things will come up. And it's very powerful to know and understand that you are not always the problem. Maybe you did trigger her, but it doesn't mean that you have to own the fact that she is triggered and experiencing, or maybe seeing you as the situation she went through when she was younger, or a trauma that she experienced. Something you said or did may have triggered her. It's real. 9 times out of 10, we find that major conflicts, major arguments in a relationship, they come from lack of confidence, either on your part or her part, in situations, or trauma or triggers where it has potentially nothing to do with you, but what you did or said or looked in a certain way that created that memory, or brought back to her subconscious the situation that she went through, that then makes her frustrated or angry or upset at you. It's real. Okay. So these stories happen, and through relationship and connection, as you're getting closer to each other, experiencing more love and affection, deeper, more meaningful relationships, as you're doing Epic 30, as you're forming her, and you're sparring with her. And some of you don't even know what that means. Feldspar, it's part of going after your dreams together. It's another thing that we do to help people. And then you get to know her and you work on your MVP and you see your MVPs lining up. Well, as you get closer and more connected to people in general, you're going to find that triggers come up. Growth happens. So when a man turns those moments into learning instead of conflict, into understanding, asking questions to gain understanding and wisdom and clarity, not to prove yourself or defend yourself, man. Emotional maturity will protect love. Emotional maturity. And that comes not when it's easy, but when the hard stuff comes up, when the conflicts come up, when the arguments come up. So then confidence really does lead to pursuit. And a confident man will initiate connection even though there may be some triggers or some traumas that's coming up, he will still stay the course and stay present and work through it. That shows maturity. That shows your safe place, that she can be real with you and honest and open, and you can take it because you're strong. You're a confident man. And I get it. In the beginning, you may not feel like you can take it. You may not feel like it's something that you can handle because it's a lot of emotions or a lot of frustrations that's coming at you. But guess what? You don't have to be a victim. You can be strong and confident. You don't have to receive the things that she's spewing out in that moment of trigger, that moment of frustration. She possibly needs the release. That's what part of Epic 30 is as well, the release, receive, give. It's very powerful and very important when you have those situations come up to be able to stay the course, stay committed. That will prove that you are a good man and you're emotionally stable when you can stay when it's hard. It's when it's easy, and you can stay when it's easy, right? But when it's hard, when the conflict comes and you're able to stay the course, that's where power comes in. That's where then you become a man that is safe place. You level up and you rise up in her eyes in the level of confidence and maturity that you have just by staying the course. Communication keeps the heart open. That's why it's important for you to constantly build and grow confidence, build and grow confidence in the relationship, but build and grow your communication skills. Talking, listening, and understanding keeps intimacy alive. Communication does bring greater intimacy. Are you willing to communicate about the hard things? Are you willing to communicate about the conflict and things? Are you just going to shrink back, go hide somewhere and really, ghost her, block her, not text with her? It's immature to do those things. I'm here to tell you. If you're trying to date, you're trying to get engaged, you're trying to get up the courage to get married to her, it's about having the confidence, communication, 3 C's of love and intimacy. You want deeper, more loving relationships, work on your confidence, work on your communication skills, and then work on staying committed for the long haul. That's where true power is, commitment. Commitment keeps the pursuit consistent, right? When you're committed and pursuing her, learning more about her, working through the conflict, working through the triggers and the trauma, that shows that you are a man of confidence. That shows that you are committed. When you stay and you work through the hard things and you don't run away from it, you don't stop communicating, you don't ghost her, you don't block her, you don't go silent for a few days. Oh, just let her cool off. Well, look, again, that's one way, but it's not the best way for synchronicity and connection and love and affection. And it doesn't prove that you're committed because commitment is proven through the hard times, not the easy. Commitment says to her that I continue to choose you, whether it's good or bad. Right? What's the things in marriage vows? I will stay committed to you through poverty, through riches, through sickness and in health, right? All those things that you list off of the ways that I truly am going to stay the course with you through it all, no matter what. That's beautiful, powerful vows of commitment, and creating a covenant together is so powerful. Men can pursue through simple actions every day. Our Epic 30 will help you with that. Weekly, working on your MVP together as a couple, working on, continuing to work through triggers and trauma that you've experienced to help you have a better, more victorious story. It's a core activities that will truly keep you moving forward, keep you growing, keep you developing in your intimacy with her. You can ask thoughtful questions. These are ways that you can grow and develop yourself and develop the relationship. Plan intentional time together. We always talk about date night. This Saturday, the Polaris, I have my reservation. I think it's actually going to happen because I have it on the calendar, y'all. Some of you are probably, if you've been with me, you're laughing because this has been like 6 weeks in development. It's funny how busy calendar, travel, things that we've had. events and things make it challenging, but it's time. It's time to get back on track with our date nights, which I choose to have my date night and give my best to my spouse, my bride, my queen, my best friend after my day of rest. Give my best after rest. That's what I believe. That's what we say. And so this Saturday, we're going to rest. That'll be nice. Be nice. I did sleep in this past Saturday. That was nice. However, we had our epic intensive, so we worked through some things even on Saturday. We had some ice baths. We had some. We shot at the gun range. We worked through some communication stuff, and it was great. But again, this Saturday will be true rest, unplugging, unwinding, connecting with my beautiful bride, resting with her, and then going and taking her to a nice date night. That's been a little bit because we've been traveling, and then we had the epic intensive. So it's been a couple weeks since we've been on an official date. Actually, when we were in Libby, Montana for that wedding, she and I did go on a date. That was pretty cool. That was intentional. As we travel together, we do stop and have intentional time together and date night. It was really powerful, but intentional time together is part of that. We do our Epic 30 every morning. Right now, we will be joining together in about 10-15 minutes. Chantel's getting ready about this time, and then we meet up and we have our intentional connection time of Epic 30 every morning at around 6:15, and usually around 7 or so we do love talk with the Amish Matchmaker as a couple. With Chantel is what I say. So showing appreciation, that is the gratitude process, expressing your gratitude, expressing what they're worthy of to help them know that you see their dreams and goals and you believe in them and you're encouraging them, keeping that in front of them. And then expressing affection for them, how much you love them. I love you. Saying those words, coming and going every morning, every evening, when you get off of the phone, when you see someone you love and connected with, your spouse especially, your children especially. Can you say I love you every time you're coming, every time you're going, every time you're coming, every time you're going? That's what we do our best to do as a family, as a couple. And with my daughter, same. When she comes home, if I'm even in here on a doing a mentorship in our studio, or if I'm here, doing one of these talks, she'll come in and interrupt it. And I've asked her to. If she's leaving or she's coming home, I want to say hello and I want to tell her I love her. So expressing affection, praying together daily. We try to pray together as a family and praying over baby Kalea inside of my daughter Hazel, praying over that precious little soul, and every day talking to Kalea. I try to do it morning and night. And so, again, these are the commitments that we have to bring forth greater connection and relationships, in encouraging each other in growth, challenging each other in a good, healthy, beneficial way. And we love to encourage in three areas: your physical life, which is in your physical body, right? And helping you to constantly grow in that area is your health. It's important to have good health, whether that's exercise, whether it's the way you eat, and the things you put into your body matter. And so we encourage people in that way to always have goals and growth in your physical body. And then it's your relationships too, your connection to each other, love and affection, that you set goals and targets to develop and grow in your relationships. This will keep it healthy and balanced life, an epic life. And then the third thing is finances, cash flow. Money. We've got to have these things to provide for ourselves and others, to have a roof over our head, to support and love those people who can't support and love themselves through financial blessings. So again, these are all different ways that we believe, three ways that you continue to grow and develop yourself. So for singles, I'm going to talk to you for a minute, and we're going to go to married men and working on singles, those who are working on your relationship and pursuing her. It does reveal your character, men, how you pursue her. Look for someone that takes initiative, is honoring, respectful, consistency, clarity. These are signs of leadership, and it's really powerful to connect and develop together. That's what we often tell people as singles, is find someone who's teachable and coachable. That's a powerful trait to find, and to connect with them and work with them and pursue your dreams together. It will make a difference. And also, of course, we talk about your missions lining up. But I'm telling you, the first and foremost thing is to see and to verify that they are teachable and coachable. Now, married men, or if you're engaged, working on getting married, similar. Marriage is not the finish line. It is literally the starting line. That's why we're like, well, let's get you married. Once you find someone connecting with and pursuing, let's get married. It's the next progression. Get engaged and get married. So is where pursuit becomes deeper. Because now in marriage, that pursuit also involves the physical intimacy, right? The literal intercourse through connection when you're married. So it comes a dating life is even more important. Continuing to learn her heart, her dreams, her goals, and continuing to choose her is to pursue her now, not just for a relationship, but also physically pursuing her for her body, letting her know how much you appreciate her as a person, her body, her mind, her soul, her spirit, all aspects of her makes her feel so safe, so connected, and being in sync is super powerful. That's what the yoke is all about, marriage and commitment and the yoke. So it's powerful when you pursue her and connect with her and continuously grow through the process. Love grows where pursuit continues. Pursuit is important. Let me encourage you today to pursue her. Epic relationships are built by men and women who keep showing up with intention. We are men who pursue with clarity, consistency, and courage. Hit subscribe, tap the notification bell so more singles and more couples can hear our message. We would love to continue our message. We'd love to touch lives and help others to have epic relationships that will lead to your epic life. Tune in a little bit later. My wife and I, Chantel and I, will be back, hopefully. Schedule works out, we'll come back and share with you a little bit. The That way you can get the perspective from my wife as well. Love Talk with the Amish Matchmakers. We help singles to find godly spouses, create epic marriages, and develop a legacy that is rooted in faith, freedom, and above all else, love. My name is Carlos. My wife and I, Chantel, we are known as the Amish Matchmakers. Let's see some of this. Can you sing a song? Let's see. Don't call her your queen. That's so cringy. Oh, all the comments of people trolling. uh, this is so awesome. Have you asked yourself? This is awesome. Just interesting. A bunch of talk that has nothing to do with anything. So, anybody have anything beneficial to say? Interesting. All right. Can you sing a song? Can you sing a song? Interesting. I wonder why people come here and then they just troll and are negative, toxic. Interesting. Why did they even show up? Oh, well. All right. Well, I hope this was beneficial. There wasn't really any comments. Bunch of them, a lot of comments, just none of them really worth posting here. Because I will show some comments if they're beneficial. But a lot of people get on here and just start commenting negative stuff and blah, 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 blah. But if it's beneficial to you, I love the comments. I love to hear from you. What is beneficial? What's helping you in your relationships? What have you tried and applied? And then what results did you get from that? Thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing and liking our channel and hitting the notification bell. And God bless you. We'll see you later on. See you tomorrow morning. If not, See you later today. Talk soon.